All right, one more time. Okay.
All right, everyone, welcome to the April 17th meeting of Economic Matters. Here currently is Alderman Savage and myself. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
I will second. Next up is approval of our minutes from the February 21st meeting of Economic Matters. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
I will second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we have one piece of legislation today. 0424 residency requirement for liquor license repeal. It is my understanding that we have to do this based upon state rules and regulations. Do we have anyone here who can maybe answer questions on this front, or we do not? All right, Alderman Savage, do you have any questions on this legislation?
I don't, like you said, it looks like it's a state requirement and
It is a state requirement.
no indication that we need to stray from that.
I agree with your assessment. So unless there is any further points of discussion on this, seeing none, do I have a motion for a favorable recommendation?
So moved.
I will second. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Excellent. So that was all we had for legislation today, but Mr. Rice, our Economic Development Manager, is here. Mr. Rice, would you want to join us at the table and give us any updates? Welcome, sir.
Thank you. And I will be brief. Before you are two reports, the March report and the April report, just for reference. During the month of March, our citywide combined commercial vacancy rate was 5.8%. We had one new business here in the city. Our economic development team provided assistance to 20 businesses, and there was one ribbon cutting on March 14th for Rise Kickboxing. We also rolled out the seasonal parklet program, and we were very involved with the city's application for the Department of Housing and Community Development Sustainable Communities application. So I also wanted to share, of course, we have the boat show that will be upon us in just a few days, the spring boat show. We're excited about that from an economic development standpoint. And I also want to share that the disparity study that we've talked about, the purchasing office is 50% done with the RFP. And I hope to follow up with them. They had to kind of readjust their priorities given some of the mayor's directives, but we're definitely making progress.
Thank you, Mr. Rice. On the disparity study, do we have a consultant picked out for this yet?
No, so this would be the RFP that would be that would enable us to pick a consultant.
Excellent. So earlier in the month, I made a connection with someone from the governor's office who's in charge with minority business outreach, and I'd love an opportunity to connect after this and see if we can maybe get you guys connected to see if that might help anything.
Sure.
Worst case scenario, never hurts to have an introduction to someone in the governor's office. Alderman Savage, do you have any questions for Mr. Rice?
Well, can you just provide a refresher on the Sustainable Communities Renewal application? Or is that for a particular project or just?
It's a designation that essentially allows the city and entities within the city to go after different grants, state grants.
Okay.
Excellent. So, Mr. Rice, just doing a quick look through of these reports, our vacancy rate went up, our commercial vacancy rate went up 5.4 to 5.8 from February into March. Is that anything to worry about? That's a pretty small change in the grand scheme of things, but
no, it's nothing to worry about. It fluctuates a little bit, but it's been pretty stable.
Excellent. And just to add on to what your presentation was, since we did not meet in March, there was one ribbon cutting in February for Brett Rivero Coaching, and along with our Rise Kickboxing. It seems like we're getting an influx of sporting businesses here in the city, which I think is really fun. And Alderman Savage, any other questions?
Oh yeah, and there was a ribbon cutting in Ward 7, I think, that Miss Stewart may have gone to. Some kind of sailing.
Was that okay? So that was probably this month.
Oh, maybe
yeah.
it was.
So I'll report on that next month.
Okay.
Excellent. So I guess my final question is: you got tickets for the Blues? They're kicking off next season or next month.
I'm pretty excited.
Excellent. All right. Unless there are any further questions for Mr. Rice, thank you for joining us, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. And that is the last piece of items on our agenda. Do I have any other information for the good of the order?
No.
Seeing none, do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
I will second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.